Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Sulk stream. It's a Tuesday. It is a Tuesday. How are you guys doing? I'm sorry I missed out yesterday, but I was not feeling fantastic. You know how it is. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm back. And I'm glad you're here too. Tonight we're talking about casual dating. We're going to be talking about sleuts and toots. And spreading their coots around. Do you really want to sloot with coot? No, of course. And I'm not speaking the girt. I'm talking about sleuts with coots. Not speaking the goot. That was another episode. I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are doing good tonight. I hope you guys are ready to have a good time. I feel like this is an unpredictable episode. I could be very funny, or I could get very angry, or I could stand on my soapbox. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen, and that's the kind of episodes I like. Off the cuff. Out of the box, whatever you want to call it. We're going to dive right into this one. I mean, casual dating is a problem. Sexual liberation, thank you again, boomers, has caused untold damage to society. And a lot of us have reaped not the benefits, but the consequences of that lifestyle. We need to go back to the 1800s when women were afraid to show their ankles. That's what I say. And I think by the end of this, you might agree. You might. It's possible. You might disagree. You might take nothing from this episode. And that's all to be expected. I'm here for you. I am a magic 8-ball of rants and off-kilter jokes, I guess. Anyways, get comfy, get cozy, grab a nice bottle of, let's say, ether. You're gonna need to knock out those dates somehow. If you're working, keep working, and if you are driving, please get home safely. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you are not subscribed. If you watch this and you are not subscribed to me, there's really nothing I can do about it. So, a threat wouldn't even work. Anyways, I'm the Incredible Sulk. This is the Sulk stream. This is called She Turned Down the Date. Regrets it when she sees who he's with now. God, really? That is a mouthy title. That's a mouthy title. Let's just hop into it, boys. Let's do it. Fantastic. Thank you. Okay, great. Okay, great. Great. I'm glad. Okay, great. I'm glad this is just not even working. Hold on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, we're doing it. We're here. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Completely unlike this show.
Dogs love walks. This little guy
completely. We run a professional operation. I think I did a stream the other day where I was actually working on audio problems for an hour.
Coffee dates this
for an hour.
Is there anything that we can do to make you ladies happy? Oh, you want a 5-star Ruth's Chris dinner? Well, that's out of the question.
I have to.
You get kibble, or you get the rest of my Fruity Pebbles. Push her a bowl with just, the Fruity Pebble milk. There's a few of them in there. And you're happy. You should be happy about that.
I really do. Sorry. We all
you should be happy about that Fruity Pebble milk. It's good. That's good milk. Fruity Pebble milk is good milk. Of the cereal milks, I would say it's probably the best. I would buy it in little things if I could. But then I'd be afraid that, whose cereal milk is this?
Dates now, or we get read to absolute fucking filth.
Who is this?
You want me to go to coffee?
Whose mouth did this dribble out of?
Ooh, language.
With you, we're not in a fucking Bible study. The last person I got.
Is there medication in a Sulkstream subscription? No, you do your own drugs. You bring your own drugs to the party. That's not on me. I don't even have that power. I pretend I do.
Coffee with, who I was not working with, was a girl who my boyfriend was cheating on me with.
Despite says they sell that? No, they don't. They don't sell that. Send me a link right now.
That's what coffee is for. Sorry, you're asking me a coffee before you ask me to marry you? It's not happening. Would she?
You don't want to go on a coffee date? What's wrong with a coffee date? Is that not ostentatious enough? Is that not over the top? What do you require? $300 first date. A $300 first date. Is that what you require? Because you ain't worth it. I know you're not worth it. Because nobody, that's a ridiculous thing to say. That's a ridiculous requirement. Absolutely not. Not even on your birthday. Maybe on our 10th anniversary.
Expect a nice dinner. Yeah? What if she did?
You get cereal milk. That's what you get. I would say, especially if you're a single mom, but don't ever date a single mom. Don't ever do that. Don't.
Get your money out, not your funny out. It is not her fault that you were an insecure loser. Also, dates don't have to be expensive to be fun. The best first date I've ever been on was a picnic where we were watching skateboarders in Venice. It was just a blanket and a bottle of wine.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. You date who you want to date. It's everyone's got their own unique situations, but Fruity Pebble Milk. At least stay with the Fruity Pebble Milk and not fancy $300 dinners.
We had such a great time. We ended up going out with both of our friend groups.
Thanks, Christian. We were gonna hold off until you got here, but we decided not to.
Later that night, and by the end of the night,
You don't
we were
have to
so faded
apologize.
and so in love.
You're
we
fine.
went skinny dipping in the ocean at 2 a.m. I'm sorry,
And he blew your back out.
you're boring. Don't
Oh yeah. Right there on the beach.
blame me. Figure it out and leave
Oh,
us
yeah.
alone.
Well, here's the thing, man. I think a coffee date's justified. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Because the thing is, the point of a date, and also put a 1 in the chat if you agree with this. The point of a date is to get to know each other. What better way to get to know each other than just a coffee? Something that we're both sipping on, that we don't have to be shoveling things in our mouths. I don't have to worry about
No, I mean, okay, so just to get to know each other, I feel like you're already texting at this point, right? You must be texting. Just to start, first of all, there's way too much texting. I fucking hate texting. It's just it just causes a bunch of problems and shit like that, and you have to do that for fucking months and shit. And it's this isn't pen pals, all right? I want to look at you. I want to see you and not fucking the fuckingness, right? Because then I know you're fat. You send me a picture like this, you fat. You fat. Or you send the picture where it's all there's one fat girl and then 3 hot girls. Which one am I? Which one am I? Oh, I'm going to go ahead and guess. You're the fat one, aren't you? You're the fat one. Because if you were one of the pretty girls, you would have cropped that fat one out, right? It would just been, and then she's gone. I know all the tricks. Come on. It's not look I have pretty friends, so I must be pretty. You're not. You are not. You are the grenade in this situation.
and eating. And
The brave soldier has to dive on you chest first and then just get blown up, right? So his buddies make it home. Yeah.
enjoying myself. We're just sitting there having a coffee date. I say,
Hey, Zach. Hey, Dan.
this is the new
Background.
way to date.
Big beat.
If you want to go out on a date. Number 1, the coffee date or the bakery, something small, a low buy-in, maybe on a Thursday. That's a good one right there, because most girls have their Saturdays and
Thursday. I had Thursday. Okay, it really doesn't matter.
maybe even Sundays or Friday nights already planned out. So a good thing's hey, what are you doing? What are you doing Thursday? Cool.
Doesn't matter. What are you doing in 10 minutes? What are you doing in 10 minutes? I'm not going to plan a fucking coffee. Well, obviously, I'm way out of the game. And thank God for that. Because thank God I am way out of that fucking game. But fucking 10 minutes, right? And you wear something identifying. And that way I can look at you without getting out of my car. I see you. I'm in my car and I can see you. And if you don't look good, I'm going to drive off without getting out. That's how we're going to do it.
Well, let's go get your coffee first. And we'll
No, I'm not going to tell you something came up. No, I'm just going to leave. I'm going to fucking ghost. Just straight up ghost.
chat for a little bit, and if you get hungry, we'll go somewhere else.
Drive off.
Go on the coffee date. See how it goes.
I'm at the gas station across the street with binoculars. Be like, no, it doesn't look good over there. No. Said she had a purple shirt on. Yeah. I have a backup. He's like the patsy I send in. We're wearing the same thing, right? If I don't like the way it looks, I send him in, right? That's what I do with Chad. Christian. That's what I do with Christian.
If it goes well, then you go get maybe some dinner afterwards.
my
That's what
backup.
I would do. I wouldn't go straight for dinner because dinner's just a big buy-in. That's a 2-hour buy-in. A coffee date, 30 minutes. And if you vibe out, she passes the interview process, then go on.
She will not. I guarantee you she will not. Because she's reduced herself to the degrading actions of going on coffee dates. Going on coffee dates, right? Not having like fun meet through friends, we vibe really good, stuff like that. You know, stuff when you're younger and stuff. Oh, we're at a party and we're having a great time. No, now you have been so rejected by man after man after man. Or you've done rejecting, in which case then you're way too far gone. Your standards are only going to climb the older you get, which is ironic, which is deeply ironic. But that's the conundrum of women, right? They don't understand their own value and how their own value dwindles rapidly. So as they get older, they're just like, okay, well, I can't fool around. So now I'm going to have a 6'5" Chad that's a millionaire. And he's got 2 houses, one and a ski chalet. Yeah, I'm being totally reasonable because I'm a 250-pound Landwell that's 5'2" and a mouthy drunk too, a real mouthy drunk. 4 kids. Yep. I deserve all that because I know my worth. My God, do you like? It's like working at the opposite of a GameStop. it's right. Like you bring in like a PlayStation, the guy's like, I'll give you $20 for it. It's the opposite of that. You bring in a Landwell wildebeest, and then she's like, I deserve $3 million.
On the longer date, but if you
it's like Antiques Ho Show.
You lock in with a girl you meet in the first time, and she fat fishes you before
fat fishes.
you know it. You on a freaking full date with a girl at Red Lobo, and she got the Admiral's Feast, and you're like, gosh, she running my pockets. She showed up hungry. You know what I mean? She's a big.
You bring her to the Red Lobo, which I assume is short for the Red Lobster. You're taking a girl to the Red Lobster as a date? I don't even think I've ever been to a Red Lobster. Why would I go to a Red Lobster? No. And if she's like, let's go to the Red Lobster, I'd be like, okay, blocked. Gross. Blocked. I don't know how I can block you harder, but I'm really hitting the button. Really hitting the shit out of that button. No wonder you get passed up until now, where you have to do these little coffee dates and be like, oh, can I bring my parents to our date? Can I bring my kids to the date? Oh, can you pay for my babysitter? No.
Your bill's gonna be $200, and like she's gonna be like, can I have some of them biscuits to go? You know,
those biscuits are free. All right. So if we did go to the Red Lobster, I'd be like, bitch, we're both getting biscuits. I mean, put a few down your shirt, you know, pocket a few of those bad boys. We're going out with them. Cheddar Bay biscuits? Come on, I'm not a fool. That's the only good thing.
like we ain't trying to do all that. That's a lot of money. That's a high buy-in. We want low buy-in things for the first.
Big B says, so no Sulk meetup at the Red Lobo. What am I going to be signing lobsters for you guys? It's really nice to meet you. Thanks for being a fan. I couldn't get that smell off my hand for weeks. No, I'm not doing that.
First date.
Not that I have a problem with lobster. It's okay. I'm not like nuts for it. It's okay. I would prefer shrimp, but I'm not going to the Red Lobster. I'm not going to Red Lobster because you know why? I like my restaurants to be quiet, and there's a very specific clientele that goes to the Red Lobster. A very loud clientele.
That I'm
a very no tippy clientele.
Punked in like the dating world right now. The last 3 dates, the last 3 men, 3 separate.
I would like some Cheddar Bay biscuits and a water. Jess used to work at the Red Lobster, and she does the impression of those people when they come in after church. I would like some Cheddar Bay biscuits and some water. They do that to itch their scalps because they don't want to mess up their hair. Fascinating culture.
Men. And like,
And I'm talking about the people from Battlefield Earth. Come on. I'm not saying anything, all right?
Is the village bicycle. Everyone's had a ride.
I love it when these women tell me they're bop lore. Can we get some bop lores?
Despite says fuck that, you could just order Cheddar Bay biscuits to go. You just walk in and I'd like some free Cheddar Bay biscuits, and then just walk right out.
like I would say,
You said they're free. You said you have like an armful of them, right? They're falling and shit like that, being chased by seagulls. If you live in a like near the sea, I guess that would be a problem.
2-month period.
And if you don't live near the sea, why are you at a seafood place? Don't do that. That's gross. No, I don't want to be in like fucking Scottsdale, Arizona. And like this Red Lobster had this shit trucked in on a truck that you don't know the condition or any, no. No.
Dates with me times and had to cancel, had to rain check, and I still like the rain check is not checking. I haven't heard from them. They've all ghosted me.
Baby girl, but you're rain check material.
Won't they do?
And I'm just
Oof. Okay. Okay. Being called rain check material is it's a savage blow. That is a savage blow. I mean, like, oh my God. Oh my God. But look at the can opener chin on this chick. Look at that thing. Look at that. Fucking cut through steel with that.
It's like I am being punked.
Big B says, I do love me some scrimp. Scrimp. Scrimp's good. Scrimp's good, yeah.
Like there or something really good is about to happen to me because like I'm about to meet the love of my life because you're hot.
You probably did like 10 years ago. And then you fucked it up. You fucked his best friend or something, or his dad or something like that, you skanky whore. And yeah, that was it. That was it. And then you know, that was like your minimum too. So you have to do better than that. You have to do better than that. But that better guy's not coming around. No, no way.
Girl, and you date an ugly man, you're anti-woman.
Oh, goody, goody.
Wow.
Let's hear this one.
I think that chick is on our side, but just manly.
You don't realize is you are raising the stock of that man because he was with you.
Oh, this is going to be good.
And inevitably you're going to break up because men will men. Then he's going to be on the market. He's going to post pictures of you on his dating app so people are like, damn, that's his ex.
Who does that? Who realistically does that? Posts photos of their ex on dating apps. What kind of psychotic shit is that? Oh, yeah, just letting people know this is, I'm going to need this or better. Nobody does that. But she's got the crazy eyes. She got them crazy eyes.
She's so pretty. He must have really beautiful.
And Pooh says would. To this one? I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by any of you shit. Like, the people... The internet is a toxic cesspool of garbage people. Just in general. I'm not saying just the men and the women. And look, I'm not saying I'm better. I am, but I'm not saying that. But I should say that I am better.
Beautiful insides and be a wonderful person to get such a baddie.
It's just incomprehensible to some of the more shallow minds.
What is up with this chick? She's like, I don't know. It's like a knockoff Topanga from Boy Meets World. What is this? It's a Timu Topanga, but much older. I don't know. I'm not saying she's attractive. She is not attractive. Like, there's something just very weird. It's a deep rasp. Is it a guy? Is this a guy? It's getting tough to know these days, especially with like AI and stuff. They put a filter over their faces and be like, look, this is how I look in real life. And then like in real life, when you actually do see them, they got like fucking big old basketball player hands.
Minded individuals that some people actually
Dan says Topanga can still get it. Oh, well, that's great news.
date others for who they are on the inside versus what they are on the outside.
Like a Lord of the Rings dwarf woman or something? There's something like that. I can't put my finger on it, but it's very Dwemer. Do you guys understand that? Dwemer? Is it from Elder Scrolls? Skyrim? I don't know. Help me out. Lord of the Rings dwarf is definitely close.
You know what?
Shimo says smash. You guys are all terrible.
It's not true, because I think we've seen all these dudes are the same.
How exactly did one
Despite says Topanga's older sister who smoked and drank wine. That's not it either.
come to that conclusion?
These movies lied. Beauty and the Beast lied. Gaston and the Beast, both very questionable choices. Okay.
Those are movies. You delusional whore. Those are fantasy. That's fiction. Am I going to be like, oh yeah, aliens lied. Fast and the Furious lied. It's not about family. No, I do not live a quarter mile at a time. You know how insane I would sound if I walked around talking like that? If I was like, why isn't my life like a Disney movie? Because it's a fucking movie. And like, really, bro? I wouldn't get any sympathy. I'm not saying I would deserve any sympathy, but I sure as hell wouldn't get it. I'd be like, why am I not the princess and the frog? They'd be like, this guy needs to go into an institution.
Okay, Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Number one, you're a grown woman comparing yourself and your dating life and love life.
Yeah, the Falmer from Skyrim. Not this chick, the other chick. I haven't played Skyrim in fucking a decade, so.
To a freaking Disney movie.
Stupid.
You're grown. Grow up.
No, she's not grown. No. Dude, I've met chicks like this with like fucking, like, I don't know what it is, some sort of disorder. Maybe she got diddled right around as she was seeing like a fucking Beauty and the Beast. And she's like, this is what it's about. And just like locked her into like a permanent kind of childhood, right? Where that's the moment her psyche just dispersed. It just left, right? And then this is what we get now. I don't know. That's a theory. I'm not a psychologist or anything. But the alternative to that is she's just very stupid. And I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, right? I'm like, I hope you have a sneaky uncle. Because otherwise you're stupid. Like deep stupid. Mariana's Trench stupid. Very low. Deep. Deeply stupid.
We saw he just wanted to bang Esmeralda.
I see.
Which one? The Hunchback wanted to bang Esmeralda? Yeah, no shit. I mean, she was a gypsy. Gypsies are... Ugh. Gypsies are about on par with hunchbacks. I would say that. The Hunchback was, he had a job, right? And Esmeralda was a fucking gypsy. I would say that's probably a match. Do you guys agree with that? I think that's yeah.
They're basing their adult dating choices.
No, I'm not talking about you. My wife's like, I heard you say stupid. Are you talking about me? No, not at all. Not even a little bit. This show is not about you, honey. This is a separate thing. I do this, like we have our marriage and stuff like that and our family, and I love it. I really do. This show has nothing to do with that. I mean, no.
Off of movies they saw as a kid.
No.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
I am begging
There it
all
is.
you hot girls, please stop dating ugly men. They do not deserve you.
You know, there's a
I mean, like, please stop dating ugly men. I mean, if you think somebody's ugly, why would you date them? Why would you date them? Are you just judging other people's relationships, right? You see like a girl who you think is pretty, and then you see the guy she's with and you're like, that's an ugly guy. And then you get mad about that. I think you get mad because you are not in a relationship and she is. And so you're like, girls, stop dating ugly men because I don't want to date an ugly man. Well, no one wants to date you. So kind of works out, didn't it?
A lot of really great guys out there that don't deserve to be treated like this.
These guys have inflated egos because of all of you hotties raising their stock when they don't deserve it.
Why do women think all other women are attractive? They're not. They're not. All women think my wife is she does this all the time. And she's all like, oh, she's pretty. I'm like, dude, she's like 250 pounds. And she's got like an eye that's like an inch lower than the other eye. Why do you do that? You have this really like innate in-group preference where you have to defend other women. I guess I understand, but we ain't like that. We ain't like that. If a dude's fucking weird looking and stuff, I'm going to make fun of him. I don't care if he's a nice guy. He could be my best friend. I got some weird looking friend. Chad, fucking despite, dude. Chad doesn't even know how to fucking swim. I didn't need to say that, but I just wanted to out him.
Diversify your portfolio.
It's a white guy. He's a white adult man. He doesn't know how to swim.
Get a baddie guy. I'll believe him when they say nice guys finish last. No, because they're not nice.
And so speaks.
Zach says, your wife is very beautiful, John. You're blessed. Yeah, I mean, I think so. Thank you.
Voice of experience. But as we have just seen, it is often those people that look attractive on the outside, which can be the most unappealing on the inside.
Yeah, that is a very real thing, right? I mean, like, there's pretty women out there that are just garbage people. I mean, I'm not breaking news here. Everybody knows that's the case. Everybody knows that's the case. That's not a weird thing.
Stop it. Get
some help, you know?
Christian says my parents failed me. Yeah, that's the one who can't swim.
I mean, yeah, it's weird to see these grown women comparing their, adult lives to children's movies. But this is why I say women.
Couch turfing says, "Let us adopt you." I told my 4-year-old one of Daddy's friends couldn't swim, and he laughed about it. He's 4. He knows how to swim.
Old and never grow up. Not the ladies that watch his channel. We appreciate
my 4-year-old laughed at him.
The ones that do watch. I think we have like. Let me look at the statistics here.
Sorry, bro.
I got the numbers. Okay, I got the numbers. I can see actually how many male and female.
Farrell says,
let's see here.
Farrell says, I'm glad I'm out of the dating pool. Yeah, you and me both. I mean, like, dude, like, oh my God, I pay attention. I watch a lot of these videos. I look around and it seems like a nightmare. It seems like an absolute nightmare out there. I'm very glad I am not a part of it. And, oh God.
And then another alarming one I have here I want to show you guys is subscribed and not subscribed. Not subscribed, 56%. Can we get those numbers up, chat? Can we get those numbers up? Appreciate you guys. Gender, female, 13%, male, 85%. Okay, so...
Is he looking at his metrics? I don't even know any of that. I don't even know how many YouTube subscribers. I think I have like 90-something.
13% is good. I'll take it. I'll take that. I think it was higher when I was doing more news content, but we're sticking back to the dating. This is your boys, just bread and butter here.
Come back to things you should never tell a man before he's actually your man.
She's kind of cute. She's kind of cute, but I guarantee you she's about to spit an opinion, which is her first mistake as a woman. But then, on top of that, it's going to be really, really bad. It's going to be completely not thought out in any way. It's going to be tone deaf, and it's probably going to be pretty shallow. Let's see. Where's my wizard hat? I think my son was wearing it earlier.
And I know this one's very controversial, but do not tell him.
Got a lot of makeup, though. A little heavy on the makeup, right? When you're that heavy on the makeup, that makes me assume there's a lot of damage beneath. I could be wrong, but I rarely am.
man that you are happy to go 50-50. Just don't. For the love of God.
I bet a lot of men go 50-50 on you.
Personally, I feel like at least with the goddamn dates, he can cover those. The bar is literally on the floor. Most men won't even pay
I bet you're on the floor with a lot of men.
for a goddamn
I'm going to keep doing these.
coffee date. So don't say I'm going to pay 50-50. I'm happy to do that. No, let him show initiative. And if you say that...
Look, okay, here's the thing. I've never made Jess pay for a date because I didn't want to. I didn't have to, anything like that. And I thought it was fine. You know, don't be... How about this? Let me put it like this. Be worth it. Be worth it. Be worth that fucking check. When that check comes, be worth that check. If you're delightful and pretty and make me smile and stuff like that, sure, I will pay a premium. But if you're an entitled cunt and then do nothing but like judge me and say, well, the man should pay the fucking thing. Yeah, well, the woman should shut her mouth too. You haven't been doing much of that. So now we're splitting the bill. There is a surcharge, okay? And look at you. You couldn't even stop yourself. You couldn't even learn from your mistakes. You're like, I'm going to go and sit in my car and then continue telling my opinion and then spread it on the internet. So other women that are probably also having to split the bill will clap and hit like and shit like that. No, just be worth it. Be worth it. Be worth splitting the bill. I mean, not splitting the bill. Actually, like, be worth, what I'm trying to say. But on the same note, men, if you want to go out with a woman and you're going to be like, I'm going to make this bitch split the bill, just don't go, right? You obviously aren't that interested in her. But again, it could be a very tentative thing. I don't know. Dating's complicated. I'm glad I'm not in it anymore.
Straight away, you're going to feel like...
These are the types of women that get a bunch of cats and just die alone.
Gotcha, bitch.
Christian says, yeah, be chase virgins or pay up. I'm not saying he's wrong.
Like,
I'm not saying he's wrong.
Nothing a man can do is ever good enough for you. You won't go 50-50. How do you think people built generational wealth? They split their bills. Almost everybody I know that's in a relationship right now or even in a marriage, they're splitting bills. Almost none of them have the...
Freeside says, women be making it gay in here. Should I start, like, blocking the women? And Jess is here, and Renee's. And, who else? Who else is a girl? Farrell's a girl.
And paying all the bills. I'm the only one of my friend group, close friend group, and this is talking about family members, distant family, close friends, distant friends. Everybody I know, their wife.
Couch Surfing says, shut up, Freeside, you're gay. Everybody here is gay, all right? Can we fucking drop it? Can we just drop it? Everyone here is gay. You know what actually shocked me is like the free will thing on not free will, the one will thing on Daywave. Nobody called me gay for it. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know at all how to feel about that. It made me honestly a little uncomfortable, right? I was like, this isn't gay. They're like, no, that's really cool. Well, it's going on Marketplace.
Works and
it's going on Facebook Marketplace.
It's very difficult to just have a one.
No, it actually is a lot of fun. I'm keeping it.
Income family now in a one income household.
He's doing charity work.
Farrell says if you block the women, then you'd have no moderators. That is so fucking weird. And you know why? It's because women won't pay for premium. And they're like, hey, can I be a moderator so I can be on the premium? I'm like, fine. Because otherwise it'd just be a sausage person.
Just by goddamn existing. No. Number 2, never ever...
See, I pay the full bill. It doesn't matter. Because
It's okay. I understand that you're just busy. Let's get one thing fucking straight.
But to be fair, Farrell does donate a lot. Farrell, you do donate a lot. I wanted to get ahead of you on that. I was making a joke.
If a man likes you, if he deserves a place in your life, he will be talking to you. He'll be communicating with you. He'll be making it.
I don't see my comment. What did you? What happened? You not see your comment? I don't know what happened.
Effort to see you. If he's not, if he goes a day without messaging you once,
Just a day. Wow.
bitch be so for real. He's either seeing other women or he could not give less of a fuck about you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Why do you think he? Okay. Why do you think he wouldn't be like so enamored with you? Why do you think he might be like, this one is a bomb and I'm going to back away. I'm not the Hurt Locker. I'm not going to defuse this one and try to fix it. No, no, thank you. I want to keep my house. I want to keep my stuff. No, thank you. What? You think that could be part of the reason that you're just like damaged? Or you have like a little mulatto kid in a car seat behind you? Is that what's going on?
So never say that that's okay. Never be like, oh, no, I understand. No!
Zach says Rumble doesn't like something I'm saying about what a homo I am. No, I don't think that's the case. I think Rumble's just fucking up for some reason. Rumble doesn't care how much of a homo you are, right? Try it again. Tell me how gay you are again, and I'm sure it'll be.
Number 3, never say.
It won't display my funny
it's okay,
comment.
I'm in no rush. If
Oh, you're a liar. You're a liar too. Time is a woman's main enemy. It is the antagonist of their life, the bane of their existence.
you happen to find an avoidant man with commitment issues that tells you he just wants to go with the flow, he just wants to see where things go. What are you, a fucking fish? Are you a fish? Fish lip bitch. No, we're not going with the flow.
She sounds awful. She sounds like terrible to hang out with.
We're not happy to take our time.
Going with the flow. Have you noticed the Australian accent? There's just a bunch of R's and everything. You guys want to learn?
There's an R in that card too.
Learn how to speak some Australian real quick? Here's how you say razor blades with an Australian accent. You say rise, R-I-S-E, up, U-P, and then lights. Rise up lights. Razor blades, right there, Australian accent. Hey, don't say I never taught you nothing, chat.
We're
Not even going to try it.
in a rush, okay? Because if you say that, you are going to be waiting for a ring for 20 years.
Zach Singh says, I am a huge flamer with a constantly throbbing sore asshole from all the huge wieners it has to stretch to accommodate. Saw that one. I'm going to go ahead and pin it. There you go. Pin. Can I pin it? Stop pinning. Hold on, let me pin that. Zach, so I just want everybody to know. I'm going to go ahead and pin this for you. There. Perfect.
It's never going to happen.
So everybody coming in is going to be like, huh?
You're going to be catching him on Tinder. He's going to be playing around behind your back. You need to make it very, very clear what you want, and you need to give a goddamn time frame. Because if you...
What I love about this is, the thing is, if you're going to ask somebody how to catch fish, you going to ask the fish or you going to ask the fisherman? This is the fish talk.
He's got a soundboard in front of him. I need a sound. I have this thing. I don't even plug it in. It's a Stream Deck. I don't even use it. I don't even know how to use it. I don't know why I bought it.
Talking, right? I'm the fisherman. I actually caught a fish. I'm going to talk to the fisherman. I'm not talking to the fish. This woman has no idea what she's talking about.
don't, and you make it seem like you're okay with going with the flow. You're going to be going with the flow.
The flare. Yeah, dude, you're complaining on the internet right now. This isn't helping your chances. I'm sorry, you're pretty. I mean, you look good. Don't get me wrong. This is not helping your chances. And like the thing is, I've seen attractive women with absolute like guys that are just pussies. Just a fucking chubby little pussy, right? That just bends over backwards every time she says something, like complains or does anything like that. Just complete simps, right? And they're placeholder men. That's what they are. They're placeholder men. And those guys are obviously difficult to respect. And then she's going to end up with one. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. And then she's going to cheat on him with some fucking Chad, right? And the guy's going to be like, oh, it's okay, I forgive you. God, dude. But then she's going to be like, I still hate you and I'm going to divorce you and take half your stuff. And take your little chubby kids too. Because they're worth money.
Until you're in the South Pacific Ocean.
All these women have
Good Lord. Just tell me more about your bop. That's what I love. Like, the self-snitching is crazy. They don't realize how bad they're making themselves look. They really have no clue, bro. They really have no clue. Because people that are actually looking to build a genuine connection with you or just a genuine friendship, like, as guys, we do this a lot. Like, if I meet a guy and I think he's interesting, I'll just ask him a bunch of questions and I get to know him as a friend. And I've done that in multiple places because I've lived in different areas. I lived in Austin for a while, lived in Dallas for a little bit, and I live in Abilene now. And I've made friends here simply.
Here's the thing. I feel like all of society has forgotten, especially women. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a good time. If dating you is not fun for me, I'm not going to do it. It's not fun for me. I don't want a list of responsibilities and chores and stuff like that. I want to have a good time. I don't want to fucking sit out at a Red Lobo and being like, well, I'm paying for this one. In many ways, and not just a check, in many ways, this is costing me time. I'm not having a good time. She's fucking scowling at me and judging me. I don't think she likes me very much. I want to go. Then I get up and excuse myself to the bathroom and I walk out the door.
Just by meeting people on Instagram, meeting people organically. And
I'd be like, yes, I want 30 whole lobsters sent to that table. And then I walk out the door.
Just asking the questions. I'm interested in what you're doing. It's cool. Now, the guys I'm friends with now are entrepreneurs.
Yeah, she's got it. Big money over there.
On their own businesses and things like that, because that's what my adult life is aligned with.
What's my Ko-Fi?
But it's really easy to make friends, and it's like if women took that same philosophy that men do when it comes to making friends, more than likely you could start to build some sort of relationship with a guy. But they're so entitled to think they should be treated like princesses when their faces look like plastic.
Do no right.
Yeah, they're not all princesses. Is Rumble just acting up? Come on, Rumble, help me out here. Help me. Do it. Right there. Whatever.
These days, and I actually...
Yeah, it's ko-fi./sulkstream.
Feel sorry for them. I'm talking about the dating sites. I don't even know why I bother going on them. And I know I've got some audacity saying all of this when I look like this right now, but
when you look sub-mid... I'm sorry. I know you're trying to go for like the effortless beauty thing, but with the lip injections and the face dust, I forget what, blush, whatever it's called, and the big fat caterpillar eyebrows and the weak ass lash game. You got a weak ass lash game, bitch, and your forehead goes up to the top of your head, to the top of your head. So. She's like, I'm sitting here looking like this. You looking like what? Looking like what exactly? Not good. I mean, you look like the cheapest steak at Sizzler. That's still too much of a compliment.
full on.
Is Sizzler still even a thing?
Didn't match with someone because his prompts were just too long, and no. Certain jobs, I'll literally just swipe because I'm like, well, that doesn't sound very exciting, does it? I mean,
Strawberry says that's a lot of eyebrow for so little lash. There is the ratio is off. The eyebrow ratio is way off. The eyebrow is taken it's taking the show, and not in a good way. It's way too much.
From the unemployed person. When they message you and it's just...
She's unemployed, but yet she will next certain men because they have a certain kind of job. Bro, let's just look at this. Tinder swipes.
Lucas put Ko-Fi /Daywave Radio. That's not correct. That's not correct at all. That's not my... Nope. That's not my... Hey, oh, look at that. I got paid. Thank you. That's Zach's. $5. I I'll do that. And how do I look at the actual note for this? Hold on. I'll just go over to the actual Ko-Fi and see. Did it do? Oh, that was 7 days ago. Hold on. I'm checking Ko-Fi. Oh, Zach says, I'm on disability. You keep me entertained. Thank you, sir. Your better half is easy on the eyes and has a better personality, but I still love you, brother. I'm not offended.
You know, I like the
Thank you.
Between men and women.
That's okay. I get it.
Tinder, on Tinder, men generally swipe right, show interest far more frequently and less selectively, often 40 to 50% seeking quantity, while women are much pickier, around 5 to 10% right.
Well, that makes absolute sense. Women have to carry a baby for 9 months, right? Men don't have to do that.
Right swipes and focus on quality profiles. So the big problem is men are swiping at alarmingly high rates, but women are so picky. It was determined, let's see here, it was determined that the inequality of the Tinder economy, it was determined that the bottom 80% of men in terms of attractiveness are competing for the bottom 22% of women.
Say what now? The bottom 80% of men in terms of attractiveness are competing for the bottom 22% of women. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. So 80% of the most attractive women are, I would assume, going after the top, let's say 5% of men. Because they all want the best, obviously. Right? That's why they're all looking for the triple sixes, the millionaire, that kind of guy. No wonder you're alone. Like, geez, come on. If I went out job hunting and I was like, yeah, I would like to be an ice cream tester getting paid $3 million a year, and I'm not going to settle for less. I don't know if that resume would pick up. I think I might be looking for a while. I could put that shit on Indeed or like LinkedIn, and I probably wouldn't get very many bites of ice cream. No, I would never get hired. I would be jobless for the rest of my life. Why do you not see the parallel here? Why do you not see? Like, even if you're absolutely gorgeous, it's still kind of asking a lot. Because there's a lot of good-looking women out there. Right? There is. And like, I don't know. You kind of have to be not miserable to be with, right? You're going to age. You all age. And a lot of times you age really badly. Yeah, like really, really badly. So, like, you got to find one that's like not a miserable person, right? She'll be hot for a while, but then when she's not hot, she's just going to be miserable, dude. It's going to be fucking annoying as shit. I promise you.
Bringing the term bottom bitch to a whole new meaning. Are competing for the bottom 22% of women, and the top 78% of women are competing for the top 20% of men. So it's kind of the 80-20 rule.
Yeah, no, I bet it's like closer to like 5 though. 5%. Bottom 80 looking for the top 5. Top 5. Like, how many, what percentage of men in the United States are millionaires, single, and reasonably attractive? 1%? And that even sounds extremely high. 1%? The competition is going to be kind of stiff. That's all I'm saying.
80% of the men are competing for 20% of the women. But I think that number is a little more skewed, though. I really think it's 90 to 95% of men are competing for 5% of the women. And then only 5% of the men are getting 90.
No. Look, I would believe 95% of the women are competing for 5% of the men. But 95% of the men are probably competing over the upper half of women. If you can get a high mid, most men would be perfectly happy with that. Most men would be perfectly happy with a high mid. You know, they can't all be gems. And they're all going to, look, again, you're going to be hot for a limited time. It is a limited time offer. So as long as you're nice and, as long as you're not gross, I think you have a fair shot. You have a fair shot.
To 95% of the men. That's why I say 5% of the men are usually causing all the trauma with 90 to 95% of the women, because the big problem is the women think that the men that they can date are the men that they're qualified to marry, when in reality, men just sleep with who they can and women sleep with who they want. So, these women are going out and getting with these chads. And
my man uses the soundboard a lot, and I can't really blame him.
Thinking, well, I'm on his level. I'm really on his level.
Couch says, you're so mean. LMAO, you're so mean. Yeah?
I know he's an 8'9".
I'm not going to defend myself. I get it.
10, he's a 6'5" basketball player. These are the guys that I qualify for. When in reality, he just wants to blow your back out because he wants a different flavor, and his dad used to work at Baskin Robbins.
Gotcha, bitch.
You know what I mean? He wants his 31 or his 28, or I don't know, maybe Dr. Pepper. I can't remember which one. 31's Baskin Robbins, right, chat? Correct me if I'm wrong. But that's the big problem, is the women think they could date casually, or the men that they actually qualify for to marry, and that's not the case. That's not.
Farrell says, I think it's something like men have to swipe 200 to 1 to get a match in online dating. 200 to 1. I feel like that would be a little low. I would say it's closer to 1,000 to 1. But it really depends on what kind of man you are. You're real model-y and stuff like that, and have a bunch of Lamborghinis in your pictures and stuff, and fucking abs and shit. It's probably, you get a much higher rate of, it's all a scam anyway. Tinder, Bumble, all that shit's a scam anyway. It's engineered. The algorithm is engineered to keep you alone. It's engineered to keep you alone, so that way you spend more time on the app. And men are especially victims to this because they'll pay premium subscriptions to get more matches and stuff. And their entire business model is actually to keep people separated, because without single people in the world, their company would fail. Yeah.
Not the case at all. You couldn't be more wrong.
It's like, hi, how are you?
Knobsdog says, modelly? What the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean? Like a good-looking, modelly kind of guy, right? A very good-looking guy. What do you think I'm fucking talking about, Knob? I'm not talking about you, obviously. I'm talking about a guy that women would be attracted to. Again, not you. Not you.
No, boring. They've got a picture of them in skinny jeans.
That's the
Could be
UK
the
way,
love
though.
of my life, but no, I don't know what it is. I'm not
That's
finding
not a word, you himbo. I don't give a shit.
anyone attractive unless I'm on the dance floor having
I don't give a. You know what I mean, though, right? So who cares?
dance, having a little vibe with someone. These dating sites.
Not it.
Nah.
Christian says he's talking about hot guys. Fucking. The Christian comes and makes me sound so gay. Yeah, I'm talking about the hot guys, the hot bros. Where are the hot bros at? Come on. Obviously. God, you guys don't get it.
Not it, yeah. I just can't take it anymore, It's not it. All right, let's see what we got here.
To be dramatic, but I'm quitting Hinge. I've not even been on a date, and I can't be asked anymore.
She's got nice hair, but this is a train wreck right here. That's good. Look, I don't encourage surgery, but you should get surgery. This is a fucking problem. And what is with the eyebrows? Is that a generational thing? Is that the country they live in? What is with the eyebrows? It's they're that thick. I don't know. It's a problem. This is a problem, though. That's all problem.
I've been on Hinge 2 weeks. It could be 3 weeks. I was meant to go on a date.
Imagine being burnt out after 2 weeks. Tell me you got...
Damn, come on, bitch. I'm so sorry, it's been 2 weeks. You haven't gotten ran through in 2 weeks. I'm sorry. Oh my God, dude. She's... probably gets ran through more than the finish line at the Boston Marathon. And there's probably an equal amount of blood. At least 1 year there was.
Got no try in you. You got no try. 2 weeks? That's all you gave me. You want to be in a relationship. This is one thing I'll never understand. Women want to be in a relationship so bad. They want to be married. They want to have a man. They want to be in love. But then they give 2 weeks of effort. That's like going to the gym for 2 weeks and be like, why am I not buff? I'm just not buff.
No, that's showing up at the gym and not lifting a thing. That's it. That's showing up at the gym and being like, why am I not buff? What? Why? Because everything else in their life has been essentially handed to them. Jobs, whatever, good grades, whatever the fuck that means. Money, oftentimes. Everything in society has been handed to these women. And so they expect the same thing in dating. But it's not going to work like that. Or at least it doesn't now.
Give it 2 weeks.
Stupid.
Something that's seemingly so important to you that you would love to have, that would be so meaningful for you and make your life fulfilled, and having a loving man and a loving relationship, but yet all you want to do is try for 2 weeks, bro. You want to try for 2 weeks. That's it. This will never make sense to me.
Tonight, and this morning my friend messages me like, who are you going on a date with? Send me a picture.
Wait, is this so common that like you do it like every night? What? Is that what you said?
And I send her a picture. No joke. She calls me within 2 seconds and it's like, no. She had dated this guy. They'd been...
Wait. Knobsock says, I've been married for 22 years with 4 kids. John is retarded. Yeah. I mean, I believe both of those. I believe both of those things.
On multiple dates. He was an absolute gentleman, beautiful, stunning, lovely person. Was holding her hands on dates, buying her 2 bouquets of flowers, and picking her up, taking her on lovely dates. And then it starts going a bit weird, and he said he was narcissistic, and she didn't realize what he was going on about. I hope I'm retelling that right. And
Renee says she looks like Martha from Whoville. Yeah, a little bit.
They kind of have a bit of a fallout about something that is...
Dude, it looks like her eyebrows were extras in The Longest Yard.
Quite, I think. I don't know. I think I'm not going to talk...
I don't get that.
Talk about it. That thing was here, but he was fairly religious, so he has some views, and they disagreed on those views. And I disagree with him on those views too. So I'm not going to...
Why are you talking about your views? Why are you talking about your views? Why? Why would you... Well, I assume you mean like political views and stuff like that. Why? Of course. Of course. He's not going to agree with your views. Don't talk about them. At all. Of course he's not going to agree with your views. That's retarded if you think that. You don't want to date a guy who agrees with your views because he's going to be a fucking simp. All right? Oh, women are just as good as men. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. I'm not. I was about to say I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Do it, but she had to delete him on WhatsApp because it was too intense. And I'm just like,
WhatsApp?
God, I really can't even leave my house. I can't even come on a date. And I had a few weird signs off him. Like on Monday, he just tried to call me out of the blue, which I thought was a bit odd, seeing as we hadn't really chatted that much. Additionally, I was in London yesterday, and he was like, so I guess tomorrow's not happening. I live in Nottingham. And I was like, why? Why would that not be happening? And he was like, I assume you're staying over. No, the train to Nottingham and London is like an hour and a half. That's easy peasy. I'm in and out, baby. But it just gets me thinking, I've been on it for 2 weeks. I'm tired already. How are you girls doing it? Do I give up?
This is one thing I'll never understand. People want to fall in love with people that are just a mirror reflection of themselves. They want somebody that just has all the same beliefs, all the same religion, the same politics.
So you just love yourself then. That's it. You love yourself. And you're so infatuated with who you are as a person that you only want to date somebody that's exactly like you. And then you call that person a narcissist. I don't know. I'm just saying.
What happened to the good old days? I'll give you some backstory here. Cass and I first got together. I was a raging atheist. I thought religion was terrible. I was anti-theist big time. I hated religion, thought it was horrible, thought it was terrible. Cass was religious. We first started talking. She's like, hey, I believe in God. And I was like, I don't. I vehemently do not believe in God. And I think religion's terrible. I think it's the downfall of society. I think it's only done negative things. These were my views at the time. I'm Christian now. But we were on completely opposite sides of the world when it came to religion.
It's quite a
yet
flip.
We still fell in love. Now, politically, we're still pretty based, but there's still certain things we don't agree on. And it's okay. We still love each other. We have a duty to each other. We have a duty to our daughter. But it seems like people nowadays are so childish that they only want somebody that is exactly like them in every way. And if that's what you're always looking for, you're always going to be let down.
Gotcha, bitch.
Because what's the likeliness that you're going to find somebody that is interested in everything that you're interested in?
Really uses that soundboard a lot. He really uses that soundboard a lot. No, he's right though. I mean, like you if you're gonna find a different person, that's not. You have to not. They're not gonna be like you. They're not gonna be like you. That's why it's a process. It takes work. Relationships are hard. They're really they do take a lot of work, and it's like a long process. It is a long process of give and take, and like it's not gonna. They want to land the one, right? And he's got to be perfect. And as they get older, you know, that their window of having their perfect life, their best life, grows smaller and smaller, right? Oh, I'm going to be married and have kids by the age of 25. You're 24 now. You're 24 years old now. You're single. And you're out looking, and then you have this long list of requirements. And then it just gets more and more. And you know what that is? That's not fun. That's not fun, right? It's not a job interview. If you want to date with a girl, you want to like sit there and be like, oh, I hope I don't blow this. No, because that doesn't sound fun. That sounds nerve-wracking. No, absolutely not. And then she's just like, oh, why don't guys want me? Because no one meets your expectations. And no one ever will. Honestly, you're always going to find a fault. You're always going to find something wrong and then not be willing to work on it or fix it or anything like that because you have such a small window to get your best life. To get your best life. Oh, my God. Instagram has destroyed what a relationship should look like. Because all these other bitches, which are most likely fake, let's be honest, have these perfect lives and you want to emulate that or better yet, top it. But you can't because it's probably not real. It's probably not real. And even if it is real, it's not like it didn't take a bunch of work. Something you're not willing to do. Something you're not willing to put in.
It's like a pregnant woman on welfare. It doesn't work that way. You're not going to find somebody that agrees with you on everything. It's just like even in your friend group, chat, put a one in the chat if you have this in your friend group. Even in your friend group, you probably have guys that don't agree.
Dan Stott says, I remember when I was an atheist, now I believe Christ is king. A lot of people change, yeah.
Agree on everything. Even in my really close friend group, I got a guy that's a professional drummer, a guy that's a land surveyor, and another guy that's a coach and a teacher. And then I'm a YouTuber. We're in 4 completely different professions. I couldn't go and do one of their professions just like they couldn't go and do mine. Like, we all have different areas of expertise, but yet we were all raised in the same town, We were all raised doing the same stuff, hanging out all the time, but we're all so different. That's the beauty of it, is the difference that we have. That's the beauty of it. But it seems like women, when it comes to dating, they just want a guy that ticks off all the boxes and is exactly like them in every way. And that's why they stay alone for so long, because they're so picky. These picky Vickies think that they're going to be able to find a guy that is exactly like them. But almost biggity bet you, if they did, they'd still be unhappy, dude. They'd still be unhappy.
Because women secretly hate themselves and they hate other women, right? But they still have this in-group preference that they're going to defend other women because, you know, they're one of them, right? So that's why women go around like say, oh, she's pretty, even though she's like a ham beast ogre, right? She got hairy knuckles and shit. Oh, she's pretty. She's not pretty. She's not pretty. Jess, what do you think of this woman? She's not watching.
Continue. It's big out here. People weren't lying.
No one
It's big out here. I'll show you something big, baby girl.
watches you more than the guy that you dated for 2-3 months. That like kind of ghosted you, but then you like saw him again after a bit, and then, you know, ghosted you again. It didn't work, and then he
That's not at all true.
gets married. No one watches you harder than that guy. I'm telling you.
Delusion. That's pure, unfiltered delusion. That is absolutely pure, unfiltered. So you think there's a bunch of guys out there, which I imagine your dating repertoire is pretty lengthy. You imagine all these guys are constantly watching you like a hawk? And they're narcissists, I assume, as well.
What I wonder is, what kind of
not you, but them. You think all these men are watching you on the daily, checking into your socials and stuff like that, and fucking sitting in a fucking unmarked van outside your house with binoculars and stuff. You're not the narcissist. You're not the... Okay.
No, I ain't watching none of those chicken-headed females. I ain't looking up y'all, bro. I got bigger fish to fry. I got a daughter. I got a wife. You know, I got things to do.
This is what they want to think, though, right? They want to think they're on everybody's mind at all times. That they're the center of the universe. That is wild. That is insane.
The last thing
like people don't have shit going on. Like people don't have shit going on, and that's all they do is watch you. It's amazing they managed to build society and like have jobs and like hold down careers and families and stuff like that while constantly checking in on you. That is a wild assumption.
That is what y'all's doing.
I discovered that my ex-boyfriend had a family group chat without me. So
I was going to make okay. She's used to doing this, but it's not gold, it's white.
So compared to many nowadays, I thought...
But she looks like she's an extra on The Grinch.
I was going to make the same joke. Jeez. He beat me to it. He really did.
She's one of the Who. She's Cindy.
Cindy Boo Hoo.
Lou Who's older sister, Mindy Lou Who.
I thought my relationship was pretty healthy. Me and my boyfriend had no issues.
Are we putting makeup on our necks and like chests now? I thought it was just face makeup. Now, what is going on?
We were pretty calm. Just pretty normal standard partnership. We didn't really argue. We had bickers over who would put what on TV until I was making him breakfast and he left his phone in the kitchen.
Are those leeches? Oh, never mind. No, they're not leeches. It's just like it's a tanning something, and she put it all over her chest and stuff like that. You must really need to like wash your clothes really good because it's got to be caked in makeup. Like really, that's like ugh.
Not out of the ordinary. He was pretty open with his phone. Another green flag, in my opinion. So I saw a text.
How much does makeup cost? I imagine it's expensive. Not because it needs to be, but women like spending money on things that you don't need to spend money on. How much is what's your makeup budget? Women in the chat, please tell me, what is your makeup budget on a month-to-month, yearly basis? I don't even know. How much does makeup cost? Give me a ballpark.
Message come up, and of course, I wanted to look and see what it said. And there was a chat that came up on WhatsApp that said the main 4. So I thought it must be one of these boys' group chats.
They Can't Starve You says, if a woman can't read and speak well, I'm not interested. I don't want to know if you can read or speak. I would prefer if you didn't do either of those things in my presence.
Must be one of these football group chats or something.
If you can read a recipe, that's fine. Okay?
I put the phone down, and I didn't really think much more of it. Until
Jess says I spend like $50 every 3 months. That's not that bad. I never see her buy makeup.
So I saw another message pop up, and I thought, this is really popping for a Sunday morning. So I looked again.
Big B says, I know my wife's, it's like 100 every 3 months. Okay. So $30 a month. It's $1 a day for makeup. I guess you're not putting it on every day. Yeah.
And the next message said, make sure she doesn't see this. So I thought, well, the only she...
Tweety says, I never leave the house, so 0. Well, that's never leave the house. I don't even want to buy you just shoes. They're like, why do you need shoes? You're not leaving the house.
It's I. So
I got you this perfectly nice kitchen chain, right? It's like attached to the stove, right? She clanks around. It's long enough to go to the bathroom. I'm not a monster.
Of course, curiosity killed the cat. I looked. So little did I know, this was not a football group chat that all of his mates were cutely chatting in. Strange. So I opened the chat thinking...
Farrell says that mineral makeup is good shit too. No idea what... Strawberry says I get makeup maybe at Christmas time and it's like $20 worth. How often women wear makeup? Is it like a once in a while thing? How often does Jess wear makeup? Fairly often. Yeah.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe this is a surprise for me. Don't tell her. I've always got on with his family fine. So I never...
They Can't Starve. He says, oh my fucking God, a kitchen chain. LOL. He was like racking his brain about what to get his wife for Christmas. And I just like, kitchen chain, right? Really nice. Not gold or anything like that, but like a very nice pewter or something. She'll love it.
Never thought there would be anything like this. I click onto the chat to find out it is basically a slander.
And if she doesn't love it, what's it matter? She's never going to tell anybody. Ever.
Group for me. There was messages saying, don't let her move in, don't give her the key, she's too emotional, she's going to wreck your friendship, she's going to do this, she's going to do that. I'm just over here existing. The main points that I grasped...
Renee says some bitches won't leave the house without makeup on. I believe that. I completely believe that. So they must spend more on makeup. But like, look at the process. God, it must be like... I just thank God I'm not a woman. It seems like it's just like, oh my God, there's so much you have to fucking, like all this shit. You know, okay, I'll be done in 2.5 hours. Just gotta keep spreading this shit.